Yo, we're here for episode 7. I want to start off today talking about Luka Doncic on the cover of Men's Health, looking absolutely fucking juiced. Holy. If he really looks like that, Luka for MVP this year. If that's not doctored, that's not whatever, Luka for MVP. I mean, God, I'm a Luka guy. I have a Luka jersey over there. I debated wearing it today. I didn't feel like it. I'm about to go in on a night shift in a little bit and trying to get a podcast out before I got to go to work. But dude, if Luka looks the way that he looked in that, he's going to be a serious problem, especially if this dude figures out how to play defense, which is crazy to say about a guy who I consider to be a top 5 player. But really, if that dude plays defense, he's going to be generational this year. Like I'm really hoping that that's really the case. I mean, as a Warriors fan, I would like for the Lakers not to be that good, but as a Luka Doncic fan, I would I would love to see him actually come out healthy, play a full season, not be injured, not be overweight, and just be locked in all year. I think the Lakers have a chance potentially to be like a serious contender. I really liked the DeAndre Ayton signing. I really liked the I don't know if I really like the Marcus Smart signing was okay. I think Marcus Smart is probably past his prime. But if you can get bench production minutes from Marcus Smart to come out and just play really good defense and try and hold that lead while Braun's gone, I like it personally. But yeah, man, if Luka Doncic looks the way that he looked in that magazine picture and on the photos that I see every offseason, but again, what I mean, hey, he looks awesome. So if he looks like that, I would pencil Luka Doncic in for a top 3 MVP finish. I would also immediately think the Lakers are at least a second round team, potentially a conference finals team. You never know. I would hope not. I would hope that team doesn't do that good because I want the Warriors to be better than them. And I have a lot of friends who are Laker fans, and I live in Cali, so Lakers fans are annoying. But I'm sure they're not much worse than Warriors fans. Some of us are a bit ridiculous as well, but Luka's looking juiced. Hopefully he can be a serviceable defensive player. If that dude, instead of being one of the worst defenders in the league, he can be slightly below average, he's probably almost, if not the best player in the NBA this year. If he's that healthy and he looks that good and he's got that vert back, if we're back to the Luka Doncic, who I remember dunking on people in his rookie year, I mean, shit, he dunked on Andrew Wiggins in the conference finals against us when he got packed up. But like he even a couple years ago he was putting people in the rim. So I'm a big fan of the guy. He seems like an awesome kid. Last year, I say kid like he's not 5 years older than me, but last year it felt like he was just sad, man. I felt like that guy thought he was going to be a Mav for life, and he deserved to be a Mav for life. I think that what the hell is his name? That GM whose name I can't remember, who was Kobe's agent, not Kobe's agent, Nico Harrison. I do not like Nico Harrison at all. I think it was an atrocious trade. And then the fact that he acted like them getting Cooper Flag was like, oh, it was all our plan all along was to tank and get Cooper Flag. Stop it. You were hoping to contend. You got unlucky because Kyrie got hurt. You didn't get unlucky that AD got hurt. You should have known that was coming. But, I understand last year he was sad. Probably had a couple extra bowls of ice cream. It happens. I get it, but I'm juiced for Luka, man. I really hope that he stays healthier and he just continues to be, in my opinion, already one of the greatest players I've ever seen touch a basketball on the offensive side of the ball. Speaking of the Lakers, I don't know if you guys have seen the basically Jokic's agent posted on Instagram a picture of him, I think it was Maverick Carter and LeBron, and said, the summer of 2025 is the best time to make plans for the fall of 2026. Basically, something like cryptic, like, maybe LeBron comes to the Nuggets. And I was watching the Nick Wright podcast, and I was watching him on First Things First, and he is very tight with Maverick Carter. And he said, like, for a fact he knows this, that post was actually not about LeBron. My guess is LeBron said, hey, just post it with this caption to, get people fired up, get people freaked out, have a bunch of people lose their minds and be like, oh my God, LeBron and Jokic, it's happening, But I think that it's actually really about the what's it called? The league that who the hell starting that? Maverick Carter's trying to start, and I think who knows, man? Maybe Jokic ends up playing there. Is my fan? Hold on. I can see my fan hitting the mic. I'm probably too lazy to cut that out, so just pretend like that didn't happen. I could see that my fan was hitting the mic, so hopefully the audio sounds better now. But the LeBron IG post, we know how LeBron is. LeBron likes to be cryptic, post funny shit, get people fired up for no reason, or take shots at whoever's running his team. So I don't think that really was like a thing of value, though. I don't think that if LeBron went to the Nuggets and he played and he ring chased, everybody would be like, he stacked the deck, he took less money, blah, blah, blah. But right now, he took the max contract, and now everybody's like, he doesn't like to win. So, like, I think it's really a lose-lose for LeBron anyway. Like, if LeBron goes to a team, takes a $50 million contract, say LeBron's career, say LeBron finishes out his 2 years with the Lakers, this year and next year, right? And then LeBron's a free agent. And LeBron says, you know what, I'm going to go to the Warriors, and I'm going to get paid $12 million a year. Everybody in the league, if we won, would be like, LeBron stacked the deck. LeBron joined a super team. He pulled a Kevin Durant. LeBron did this. LeBron did that. If LeBron re-signed with the Lakers and took $58 million or however much money he would have to be paid, because we're assuming he's still a really good player in this scenario. But if LeBron signed for a bunch of money, everybody would be like, wow, he doesn't care about winning. He should take less. Brady took less. Duncan took less. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers took less. He didn't win, but Aaron Rodgers took less a couple years ago. Like, it's really kind of a lose-lose for LeBron because of how many people hate him, but we can move on from that. I don't know if you guys have seen the Madden 99 club. Thought it was kind of insane that Patrick Mahomes was left off the 99 club. I understand that he didn't have the best quarterback season last year by a lot of people's standards. Guy won 15 games, was in the Super Bowl, coming off of a back-to-back Super Bowl championship. He was going for a three-peat, I think it's kind of ridiculous to pretend like that guy's not the best quarterback in football. As a Raiders fan, that absolutely pains me to say. I hope that they suck this year. But having Josh Allen and Lamar in the 99 club and not Mahomes kind of makes me sick. I think that's sorry as hell. I think it's weak. And I also don't think Lane Johnson should have been in the 99 club. I don't think Lane Johnson's the best tackle in the league. Eagles fans are going to be in the comments like, oh my God. Because if you say like anything that isn't everybody on their team is the best player in the league, then like it's a huge deal. But I don't think Lane Johnson's the best tackle in the league. I don't think he's better than Penei Sewell. I don't think he's better than Tristan Wirfs. So I don't understand how he's a 99 and Penei Sewell isn't. I think Penei should be a 99 personally. Who else was on there? I don't even worry about it. But having Mahomes below Lamar and Josh Allen just feels insane to me. I don't know why that would even be. Neither of those guys have ever beat him in the playoffs. Like, Josh beats him in the regular season every year, and then for some reason he just can't beat him in the playoffs. I don't know why, but he just can't. I don't understand the problem, but he literally can. He's 0-4 against him in the playoffs. I think he's the only player ever to be 0-4 against another quarterback in the playoffs. You have to look it up. I'm not 100% on that, but I think he's the first guy to lose his first 4 in a row. And then Lamar doesn't even get to Mahomes in the playoffs. He's played Mahomes in the playoffs one time. So, like, neither of these guys can do what Mahomes does. And I think you can argue that the Ravens, and a lot of people I think would argue that the Ravens are a better team. I don't get it. I don't see it. I think Patrick Mahomes is by far a better playoff performer than Lamar Jackson, and I don't know how you make the case that Lamar's better than him. Regular season, he is, maybe. Lamar's probably one of the 5 to 10 greatest regular season quarterbacks to ever play football. And I'm not saying that he's some shitter in the playoffs. I'm not saying that he's James Harden. I'm not saying that he deserves to be put down. But he doesn't deserve to be 99 over Patrick Mahomes. That's insane. I don't think Lane Johnson should have been either. I think that's a bit ridiculous. I like that Saquon was. I like that Justin Jefferson was. Let me look at the picture. I think that there was another. Was there somebody else that I disagreed with on that? Saquon, Jamar, Jay Jettas, Josh Allen, Lamar, Lane Johnson, and Myles Garrett. I'm fine with Myles Garrett being there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm fine with Myles Garrett being there. He's an absolute freak athlete. I can't hate on that guy. He's insane. So I'm fine with that. But in general, I thought it was kind of shitty. Weirdly, doing a lot of Chiefs topics here, which is weird as a Raider fan, especially to do back-to-back topics where I'm talking positively about the Chiefs. But the Josh Simmons looking great at Chiefs camp is a big deal. That is scary. He was projected to be a lottery pick. I guess it's not it's not the NBA. So, but he was projected to be like a top 15 pick, had an injury, figured that he was going to be out till the start of the season. Alexa, stop. And he's good in preseason, or he's looking good in training camp. You know what I mean? He's not having any issues at all, which is kind of scary because the one thing that the Chiefs have been shit at for the last few years is their offensive line hasn't been great, at least last year for sure. They were terrible. And then Kingsley, not even going to try and pronounce his last name. He's going to play left guard. He's going to be okay. They got the Niners backup tackle. They signed him for a decent amount of money. I don't really remember the guy's name. He was backing up Trent Williams. So, I mean, there's a chance he could be awesome. There's a chance he could be terrible. I know that he's got the physicals. And, if the O-line is good, the Chiefs really could be like a lot better than last year. Because I hate to say it. It really does suck to say. But they lost all three of their receivers and their running back last year. Travis Kelce got old, their O-line sucked, and they made it to the fucking Super Bowl. It scares the shit out of me. They still have Creed Humphrey at center, and they have Trey Smith at right guard, and it's not like Jawan Taylor's an absolute shitter at right tackle. He's a good tackle. Okay, he's a serviceable tackle. I don't know about good tackle. He's a serviceable tackle. I hate to say it. I think the Chiefs might be even better this year. If their offensive line stays healthy and their wide receiver core can stop driving 195 miles an hour and getting hurt, I really do think that the Chiefs could be scary this year. We could be back to seeing a serious offense. A lot of people are pretending like the team sucks because they got blasted by the Eagles. The Eagles blasted everybody. That team was fucking nuts. I know O-line talk probably isn't, what everybody wanted to hear, but the Chiefs O-line is looking like it's in for a serious improvement, which is not good. Not good for me as a Raider fan because I'm high on the Raiders this year. That really sucks. But between Mahomes not being on the 99 club, Mahomes coming into the league, coming into this season pissed off, and then you got hopefully not, but hopefully if you're a Chiefs fan, a serious improvement on offensive line production, that team could be scary. It really could. And I want to talk about my Raiders. I probably should have led with this instead of going to O-line talk and LeBron Instagram posts. But this whole Christian Wilkins situation is fucking weird. I don't know what is going on. I know that we cut him, but then I hear that he's doing odd shit before he got cut. I knew that we cut him because he didn't want to get surgery, right? We told him he needed to get surgery so he could play because if he played without getting surgery, he was going to get hurt again. And he's like, no, I don't need surgery. So we cut him. But I've also just been seeing shit of him just being an overall odd guy. I don't know what the hell's up with that. I thought that when we signed Christian Wilkins, I was like, seems like a high character guy, seems like a fun dude. He's going to make us one of the best D-lines in the NFL between him, Kuntz, Crosby. I thought that Tyree Wilson was going to be really good. That hasn't panned out. Should have had Jalen Carter, but I'm not going to get into the fact that we should have drafted fucking Jalen Carter. Whatever, we just let him go to the Eagles. And the Christian Wilkins situation is so weird now. Like, he has played like 4 games, maybe 5 games. He's been terrible. This is one of the worst contracts I've seen the Raiders have in a long time, and that means something. This dude has done basically nothing for us, and I think we've paid him like $70 million or something like that just to sit his ass on the bench. And then I find out that apparently he's being weird in the locker room. Like, I guess he kissed some dude on the fucking head, and then I don't know if this is true. I saw something saying that he was tickling people's toes in the locker room. It's a fucking odd guy, man. I really hope that we get off that money and we can go target somebody. I would love to add a DB. I would love to add really anything. I'd love to add a DB, a wide receiver, a safety, a linebacker. All of the above would be awesome additions. So if we can get off that money, that would be great news. But that's such an odd scenario because I don't know how you get him. Like it's gonna. I think it's gonna take a while to figure out whether or not he's gonna get that money, and then the NFLPA has got to come into this, and the commissioner is probably gonna. Actually, I don't think the commissioner is gonna do anything, but the NFLPA is gonna be in there. Wilkins, I guess, was just on some odd shit. Nobody liked him, and then he was just refusing to get surgery, and he said that he was gonna play, and everybody knew he was just gonna get hurt, and then miss the rest of the year and get paid again. Like I don't know if he just thought it was like free money. I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but odd situation. I really hope that my Raiders can like reacclimate that money somewhere else. You know what I mean? I really hope that we can get off of that guaranteed money, go give it to a DB. I don't know who it would be. Go give it to another D tackle. I don't care. Give it to a linebacker. We need linebackers desperately. Our secondary is terrible. I really hope we can get off of that and make some moves because we could be really good if we get off that contract and add some. I don't know about really good, but we could be good. We can be much, much better, really, is what that means. We could be much, much better if we get off of that and we can add somebody. I was looking at somebody, I can't remember where, so credit to whoever was talking about this, but somebody, actually, I think it might have been on First Things First. First Things First, my favorite sports show by a mile. Them and Colin Cowherd are super entertaining. I heard that they're getting extended to 3 hours, which is fantastic. I know they're adding Danny Parkins. I like Danny. I just really hope that everything stays as fun as it is now because right now the show is awesome. It's great. I like Parkins, but I think they were talking about where Lamar Jackson ranks all time if he wins the Super Bowl like this year. And to me, personally, immediately a top 10 quarterback of all time. If Lamar Jackson goes out, beats Mahomes or Josh Allen, has to get through Mahomes, is going to have to get through Josh Allen. I mean, the AFC is stacked, right? And then you go and win the Super Bowl against some team like probably either the Eagles, the Lions, the Commanders, not the Bears, but you know what I mean? Like there's going to be whatever team comes out, the Rams, it's going to be a good team. Like dude, to me, Lamar wins a Super Bowl, he's immediately a top 10 quarterback of all time, maybe even like 6 or 7. Like if he wins a Super Bowl, to me, I'd immediately put him above Dan Marino. And I know that people in the comments are going to lose their mind. So I'm definitely going to clip this and put this on TikTok for engagement. But that's a take that I truly, honestly believe. If Lamar went and won the Super Bowl this year, I would immediately have him above Dan Marino. And I know that that's crazy because Dan Marino was such an insane arm talent. But Lamar Jackson is the exact same thing as a runner and also now threw for like 4,000 yards. Like Lamar is one of the most talented regular season quarterbacks I've ever seen in my entire life. He's truly genuinely one of the most impressive players I've ever watched. He just hasn't had the playoff success yet. And I don't think he's James Harden. I don't think he's a playoff choker. I don't think that he's whoever you want to use as an example. You know, I mean, Peyton Manning early in his career where he just couldn't do it in the big moments. But it's just like, I think he got the monkey off his back this year with the Steelers. And I think that he's slowly starting to get more comfortable in the playoffs. The only problem, I think, is he talked about it before, like getting antsy. And I'm like, I don't know. It's one of those things where like maybe you're so motivated and you just want something so bad that you just shake yourself. You know what I mean? You're just fucking jittery. You can't focus. You're just thrown off your game. And maybe that's what it is. And that sucks because that's a mental block for a guy who I consider to be really, like I said, one of the best to ever do it. But if he got over that and won the Super Bowl and has already had the regular season success and the insane like plays and the insane stats. He's like 70% win percentage against the NFC. Like he's one of the greatest regular season quarterbacks ever. The second that guy wins a Super Bowl, he vaults up real high in my list. If Lamar Jackson wins a Super Bowl, I'd have him above Steve Young instantly. I'd have him above Dan Marino. I'd have him above Big Ben. Like we're gonna have some nasty conversations if this guy wins the Super Bowl. And I don't think I'm a Lamar guy. I think a lot of people I know, my friends are Lamar fans, and a lot of them think that I'm a Lamar hater because I think that he's been underwhelming in some of these playoff games. Me personally, that guy wins the Super Bowl, nasty conversations are going to have to be had. Like, I wouldn't put him over Brett Favre, but like, he's probably right underneath him and Drew Brees and guys like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's right outside of that 7 to 10 range, in my opinion, if he wins a Super Bowl. I don't think that I really have anything else to cover. I want to go play some Minecraft with my girlfriend. So that's pretty much all that I had to talk about. I'll cut some of these up, post them on TikTok. Hopefully, we can get some engagement on that. If you guys like the pod, please like and subscribe. I need it. We're in the dead of the off season. I want to get some sort of base built of people who actually watch when we have shit to talk about and we can do gambling. I appreciate you if you watched it. That's all I got.